Hi, so I'm gonna give you a real quick update on the Taxstone case. So basically, um, like I told you before, we're not gonna be able to really know what the defense is trying to do until we hear opening statements from the prosecution. The opening statements from the prosecution, they open strong. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all get a little bit. Remember tonight, BBN, 9 o'clock tonight. I'm gonna give y'all the whole breakdown. We just at I just got a couple of minutes to step up in here and let y'all know what's happening in court. We're just at break for a couple of minutes, so give me a second. Um, I'm gonna give a full breakdown of the opening statement from the defense and the opening statement from the prosecution. I'm gonna give you a full breakdown tonight. I might go live before tonight. I might just go live at the end of this case, into this jump off. I'm doing what I do, man. This is, I love being in court, man. I do what I do. Um, I'm not real good with speaking to the family members of the individuals involved. It's always a delicate matter whenever you have something like this going on. What up, Champagne? What up, Angel Street? What up, Flower Bloom? It's always a delicate matter when you have a situation like this going involved. I was talking to one of the family members and I said entertaining, but I didn't mean entertaining like this is fun. I meant entertaining like how do you say, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And for the person saying everybody is in court laughing at me, good. Shout out to them. They're in court laughing at me while they should be paying attention to the fact that this man might be losing his life in his freedom. But they're busy laughing at me, so maybe they're there for the wrong reasons. Bags, exactly, young girl. Maybe they're there for the wrong reasons, right? Maybe they should be there thinking about how this man is fighting for his life right now. And since these is family members and whatnot, that's sad to hear that they're more concerned with what's going on with me than they are with what's going on with this man that's fighting for his life and another man that isn't here no more. So they should be worried about finding justice or what they believe to be justice for him. But shout out to them though. I hope they keep laughing. I ain't gonna stop showing up. With that being said, real quick, I'm not gonna give too much information, right? I'm not gonna give too much information. And I'm not saying that those people are doing that, by the way. I'm just saying if that is happening. Shout out to that shit. With that being said, real quick breakdown. The prosecution, there's a whole lot of stuff happened before opening statements. I'll be breaking that down later. But prosecution opened up pretty strong with their opening statements. They opened up really, really strong. Basically, what was being said, there's 3 videos allegedly that's going to be put into evidence for everybody to know. There's 3 videos that's going to be put into evidence. They have 18 statements that's going to be read into evidence. So there's a lot going on here. Taxstone had 7 phones. I'm going to tell you something that was funny. So apparently what happened was Taxstone had 7 phones taken away from him while he's been in Rikers. So the prosecution was like, he had 7 phones. That's not what you're supposed to have. That's all contraband. And the judge was like, from what I hear, everybody got phones in jail. The judge didn't even care to listen to it. But he entertained it or whatever the case is. Hold on a second. He entertained it or whatever the case is. But the judge didn't really even care to listen to it. Everybody in Rikers has phones at this point. If you're going to try to hold it against somebody in court, we're not doing that. Also, the judge is well aware that the only way that the phones can get into the prisons is through the guards. So if you're not going to punish the guards, how you punishing the prisoners, you take the phones away from them, that's about good enough. Shout out to the judge. His name is Abraham Clott. Shout out to Abraham Clott. He's been extremely fair, up and down, very, 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 very fair judge. Because like what I just said, how could you hold it against the inmates that they have phones? You know that they're getting the phones from people that work at the prison. So like What is you doing over here? So shout out to him. He shot that down immediately. I think he's going to allow for him to speak on this, obviously. But I agree with the judge. You're talking about how these prisoners got contraband, but at the end of the day, there's only one way they could get the contraband, and that's if somebody that works for the jail actually brings it to them. So shout out for the judge. I don't even have much time. I got to get ready to get out of here to make sure I make it back in time. Something else I want to tell y'all. Also, they said that allegedly, that we're going to talk about this. Allegedly, actually, it's not even allegedly. I heard the audio myself. They have audio that is very, very, that can be very, very harmful to Taxstone. This evidence was because they intercepted one of his conversations that he had over one of those cell phones, I'm assuming. And the defense countered with, they would like to hear the whole conversation, not just a little snippet, which I think is fair. They want to hear the whole conversation, not just the little tiny snippet that the prosecution wants to use in order to try to, make Casanova look bad. I mean, not Casanova, Taxstone. Casanova's name came up multiple times. Casanova is multiple times. Casanova came up multiple times. Multiple times Casanova came up. Multiple times. I'm going to address that later today. For everybody that don't want the content, you don't have to be on the page, by the way. I'm just saying. So I'm going to be addressing that later today. Multiple times Casanova name came up. I'll address that. I'm not going to say nothing about it right now. But the judge did put the defense on notice about the statements that Taxstone made. He did put the defense on notice. He did put the defense on notice, just so we could be clear about the statements that Taxstone did make. They're gonna obviously delve into that a little bit more, a little bit further down the line. What else can I talk about right now that I don't got to worry about somebody trying to scoop me? Oh, no, that's big. We're gonna wait that for later. That's really, really big. So opening statements real quick. Let me go over the opening statements. It's gonna take 2 seconds. I'm just gonna drop a little bit of information from the opening statements. None of this was opening statements, by the way. Basically, they're trying to say that Taxstone was mad because Troy Ave made a diss song about him. I can tell you about that. Allegedly, Taxstone came to the venue. He was trying to get into the back of the venue where the individuals that are probably working at the venue, like working, like the artists and everything is supposed to come in. Taxstone tried to come in that way. He was not able to get in that way. For everybody that appreciates the content, man, because somebody put the Cash App in the chat. For everybody that could appreciate the content, somebody put the Cash App in the chat. Jack is out here working in any regard. There is he actually was with a rapper's girlfriend leading up to the situation. I'm going to talk about that later. They were the non-entrance to like the VIP entrance. They had to go around and enter through the front of the building, through the normal way that everybody comes in. I'll explain how he got in with the gun a little bit later when we come back later tonight. It is confirmed that Troy Ave was invited by T.I. It's confirmed that Troy Ave is invited by T.I. Also, just so we could be clear, I don't think that these people in the courtroom and their family is busy laughing at anything that I'm doing. I'm pretty sure that they probably, because I'm not biased, I'm really impartial. So I'm not really up in nobody's face. I think since I don't dick ride, I think that people just don't get me. Like, I just don't dick ride. I don't know no other way to put it. Like, I just don't do that. You know, I'm here to cover a case. I'm not here to get close with these people or get close with those people. I'm here to do the best job that I can do for our community. That's why I'm here, period. Yeah, I don't dick ride, so I don't really care who don't like me. If somebody got a problem, it is what it is. I'm there to do the best job that I can do for our community and to get the word out for the world. So allegedly, what up, Casso? So allegedly, also opening statements are not facts. I got a lot of stuff that I want to read to y'all, but that's later tonight that the judge said before the opening statements. A lot of stuff. The judge, when you hear the things that the judge says that the jury is supposed to conduct themselves, you're going to see that it's basically all of the things that I'm always telling y'all. So, like when we talk about the Bible, it's just all of the stuff that I'm always saying. I keep trying to tell y'all, I know the law. Y'all busy going to these people's pages to hear what they talking about paperwork, and I'm telling you, they do not know how to read paperwork correctly. I'm telling you that they don't. When I tell you what the judge had to say and the directives that the judge gave the jury, you'll understand that this is what I'm always telling y'all, and y'all understand that somebody over here knows how to read some damn paperwork the appropriate way. In any regard. So let me, that's some of the stuff that the defense, that the prosecution said. I'm going to let y'all hear what some of the defense counters was, and then we're going to get up out of here. The defense said Troy Ave came there looking for an issue. Something the prosecution actually said can lend to that idea that it was, the situation was created from Troy Ave and his people. I'll talk about that tonight. I don't want to talk about that right now. There's TMZ video evidence. Just so we could be clear, there's TMZ video evidence. Also, there is an attorney who contacted Vlad. Vlad's name came up in court. I'm going to let y'all know who that was later tonight. Vlad's name came up in court. One of the attorneys contacted Vlad and told Vlad something that they were not supposed to tell Vlad. Allegedly. So there's TMZ video. Troy Taxstone's people brought this up, so I'm assuming that the TMZ video helps Taxstone. They also brought up the fact that Benga is not licensed security, or he was not licensed security, and basically they just tried to make it sound like he was just a goon. That's what they tried to make it sound like. And they also spoke about a stash box that Troy Ave had in his vehicle where he was keeping guns at. So I don't want to lean too far on either side. The prosecution's opening statement lasted from 11:07 until 11:42. That's how long the prosecution's opening statement lasted. The opening statement of the defense lasted from 11:43 to 12:11, so they had a much shorter opening statement. And we have a lot more that's going on after that. There's currently a witness that's on the stand. The witness that is on the stand is Patrick Fullerton. He actually worked at the venue when this happened. And I actually have a diagram that I drew so we can understand the floor, blueprint of the floor. I might draw a little bit better diagram than the one that I drew, but I have a diagram here that I just drew real quick. I might draw a little bit better of a diagram so we could have a better understanding of the way that the floor where all of this happened at is. This is Jack, man. This is Jack Frost. I'm doing what I do. There's a reason why people is jealous. There's a reason why people hate, all right? I'm not here to make one side happy or the other side happy. I'm here to just come with the truth. God first. So pull back up later tonight. We might be going live after court. We might be going live, not directly after court. I'm gonna get back to the crib, and then I might be going live once I get to the crib, and we can discuss this. I want to, put the content out. I want to put the content out I want to put the content out before, just so we could be clear, before so other people got the opportunity to make content on this tonight. So I'm gonna put the content out quick. I'm gonna try to get the content out before 8 o'clock, so all the other content creators that might be watching the page to see what's going on because they can't make it to court, so they could be able to make their content for tonight. So we might be going live early. We should be going live early today, and I'm doing this for the explicit purpose. I'm doing this for the explicit purpose of for the content creators that can't make it here, that might want to also make content on this particular topic. So that's why we're going to be going it a little bit early. So everybody, please have a beautiful day. God first, and we'll be back later. Come out.